Now, actor and BJP leader Sonali Phogat's postmortem report is out, and the report mentions multiple blunt force injuries on her body. Her body, in fact, has now been sent to Hisar in Haryana, a murder case already being registered earlier today by the Goa police. Her brother and other members of her family claiming Phogat had been murdered. Joining us with the latest details is Ghazali. Ghazali, we're seeing the first visuals of this post-mortem report and it seems to bear out the suspicions her family have been airing for the last few days.
Yeah, certainly, because the moment her death news came out, the official version was that she has died of heart attack. The relatives are told about it while in Haryana when her dead body was found in a hotel in Goa. Now, if you see that medical report, the doctor who has carried out the autopsy clearly mentions that there are multiple injuries on her body, and the manner of her death or the reason of her death has to be ascertained by the police officer. Now, for the last 2 days, the family had been pressing the Goa police to register a case of murder, and till then only they will allow for the postmortem examination to be done. Today in the afternoon, an agreement was reached between the police and the family members that they will go ahead with the postmortem after registering the FIR. So first the FIR was registered against 2 of her aides who had accompanied her to Goa, and after which this postmortem report has come out saying that there are multiple injuries. Now even today I am right outside the Haryana Niwas where the Chief Minister was addressing a press briefing. He was also asked about it, that the family has been demanding a CBI probe, yet the Haryana government, which has BJP in power, even Goa has BJP in power there in the state government, why CBI probe has not been ordered yet? The Chief Minister says that he is not aware whether the postmortem report is out or not, but if the family is saying so and if they submit it in writing to the Chief Minister here, then he perhaps will agree or will order for that. But as of now, this is a big story that for the last 2 days it was being made out as if she died of natural death or due to heart attack, but this postmortem report says that there are multiple injuries have been found on her body and the reason of death is still not ascertained, and police, the Goa police, will have to tell that what was the reason of the death. But 2 of her aides have been booked there under section 302 after her brother submitted an application there for requesting for an FIR against these 2 accused.
Right, Ghazali, in fact, you've been sending us copies of that FIR filed by the Goa police earlier today. Can you give us more details as to who these 2 people who are named in that FIR are? This FIR, as you were mentioning, having been registered after the family's complaint, after the brother's complaint specifically.
See, these 2 people, one of them is Sukhbir Sangwan. He is her PA. He was Sonali Phogat's PA, and as per her brother's complaint, it was 4 to 5 page complaint which was submitted yesterday to Goa police, based on which this FIR has been registered, and multiple allegations have been leveled in that particular complaint, where the brother says that Mr. Sangwan, who is her PA, sort of cut her off, sort of cut her contacts off to the families, and even the family members had to take his permission to meet Sonali Phogat. He also mentions that Sonali Phogat, a day before her death, contacted one of the family members saying that she is feeling uneasy because perhaps she alleged, and it is mentioned in the complaint, that her PA, Mr. Sangwan, has mixed something in her food which is making her feel uneasy. And she also mentioned that a couple of years ago there was a theft in her house and her PA was only responsible for it, and she goes on to say that once I am back from Goa to Haryana, I'll get a complaint or a case registered against my PA and get him punished. And the complaint also includes that how Phogat was allegedly raped by her PA, and it was done on repeated occasions. A video was perhaps also recorded by the PA, based on which he was blackmailing Ms. Phogat for the last couple of years. So these are certain details which have been mentioned in that complaint, based on which the FIR has been lodged against these 2 men. There is also a complaint which the family has got registered in Hisar, that how multiple electronic gadgets from Phogat's residence have been stolen or are found missing after her death. So the mystery is deepening on who is responsible for her death, whether it's death or murder. But that first mystery is resolved since the police has registered an FIR under section 302, which means that she was killed and it was not a natural death.
Right. That post-mortem report, of course, is critical to all of this, Ghazali. But, you know, when you talk about the fact that the family has been, specifically mentioning a phone conversation that Sonali Phogat had with her mother, sister and brother-in-law, they've talked about how she sounded disturbed. She complained about her two colleagues. And afterwards, when the family tried to reach out to her, she was unable to take their calls.